What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about some big updates for Modern Warfare 2, skill-based matchmaking that's being changed, and some really cool features that you're going to want to hear about. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and make sure you have notifications on to stay up to date with everything going on in Cold War Year 2, Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, and any other future Call of Duty as well. Real quickly, not sure if you guys received this email, but we have a new look at the beautiful logo for Modern Warfare 2, thanks to an official email going out from Call of Duty themselves. I know I haven't received it, but I'm assuming closer to the actual reveal of the game is when everybody out there should be receiving something like this. Valve has also reported that the campaign showing during Summer Games Fest will have an approximate runtime of 4 minutes, so it probably won't be a full-fledged campaign mission like the entire thing, but at least a segment of presumably one of the first couple of missions in the game, similar to the campaign preview that we got for Black Ops Cold War a couple of years ago. Apparently more small teasers are on the way, which will end on June 2nd. Then we'll have our full global reveal trailer June 8th, followed by gameplay of a campaign mission on June the 9th during Summer Games Fest. Before we continue, let's go ahead and do a quick mention of our two partners here on the channel, starting off with our partner Manscaped, as they released their best package yet with the Lawnmower 4.0. You can use the trimmer to get a clean shave in those hard to reach places when your significant other isn't around to help. The package features the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker trimmer for your nose and ears, the Crop Preserver deodorant, and even the Crop Reviver toner. You'll also get some free gifts like the boxer briefs and a really nice travel bag. Be sure to use code TWITCH20 to save 20% off all orders at manscaped.com. We also have FFups, a not-so-healthy snack food brand that makes a range of flavorful corn puff snacks made from the simple ingredients of corn, oil, and flavor dust. They come in 5 delicious flavors, including grocery store cheddar, semi-historic sour cream and onion, professional salt and vinegar, instant hot chocolate, and an unambiguous cinnamon toast. You can use code SNACKS15 for a 15% off discount with the special link also in this video's description or even the pinned comment. Now, first and definitely foremost, we do have some fake footage going around of DMZ, the third mode of Modern Warfare 2. People out there were falling for it, as you would expect on the internet, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Reddit, and somebody out there beautifully actually debunked the footage itself, emphasizing how these are actually clips of some multiplayer maps featured in Modern Warfare 2019, some gunfight maps, 6v6 areas, and somebody did a decent job with spectating certain areas of those maps, making it seem suspicious, making it seem like these will be areas in the upcoming massive open world map, which will be used for DMZ. But no, it's not real. However, there is real leaked footage of Modern Warfare 2 out there, which I covered in my previous video, linked down below, and that footage is fairly simple. It's actually footage of the game from many months ago, pre-alpha state, so we're talking, I think, what, maybe September or October, very old gameplay of somebody doing a weapon inspect, walking around, and yeah, I went more in depth with what that footage is about down below. Now, we also have really weird confirmation that apparently Season 3 Reloaded is happening this upcoming week. Raven went ahead and tweeted, and I quote, "We're happy to share that as of the mid-season patch next week," and this was tweeted a couple days ago, "players on Xbox Series consoles will once again be able to enjoy Warzone with 120 Hz support. We hope this, along with many other exciting updates, will make for an even more enjoyable experience in Caldera." We then got a report from PlayStation Size. The new patch has been added to the database for Modern Warfare and Warzone, and of course, it's just for Warzone, the mid-season update of Season 3, and it's unclear what this update will entail because Operation Monarch isn't ending just yet, but when it does, I'm wondering what will be the focus of Warzone for the remainder of the season. I mean, is there anything really exciting coming to Vanguard? I know the update for that also popped up in the database a couple days ago, and there's not much stuff on the roadmap suggesting anything crazy, so I'm wondering if it'll be a full Reloaded update or just a mid-season update featuring all the remaining content that was promised on the original roadmap. Now, I guess because of how long Season 2 felt, that's why we're this close to the mid-season of Season 3 and also Season 4 altogether. I think what they're doing is making sure that Seasons 3, 4, and then 5 will be as quick as possible, leading up to the early launch of Modern Warfare 2, with no Season 6 coming to Vanguard in Caldera. That's probably what's going on here, but let me know if you're excited for Season 3 Reloaded or whatever the update's gonna be, which comes out this upcoming week. Now, as I covered in a small YouTube short yesterday, we do have some crazy changes coming to skill-based matchmaking in the upcoming release of Modern Warfare 2. And the article was written by Ralph's Valve. Yeah, he's not really tweeting much anymore. He started to put out articles to monetize his content, and fair enough, right? Nothing against the hustle, but as I'll have linked down below, he went ahead and emphasized that while this is still in development and being led by Demonware, Activision put them in charge of figuring out how to improve skill-based matchmaking, apparently. So according to all this information here, SBMM will now include bot lobbies in a way to counter Smurfs within Modern Warfare 2. It's unclear if this is going to be for multiplayer, Warzone, and DMZ, just one or two of the modes. Ralph right now is claiming that it's only for Warzone and DMZ, but you know, the game isn't out yet, so this could also impact multiplayer. And Smurfs are people out there that reverse boost to get easier bot lobbies. So what it would do is kick out those people from games filled with handicapped players or just casuals that aren't very good. It would also kick out hackers, and then as they get kicked, it would replace them with enemy AI, just simple bots, which you've never seen before in an online Call of Duty experience. So that's something that I think is on par with how Ricochet also does this instant detection if it manages to detect somebody cheating, and it'll instantly just incorporate some type of protocol and security measure. For example, in Warzone, if it detects somebody cheating, that person can no longer actually do any damage against real players, right? People will get shot by these hackers, but they won't take any damage. They'll feel like they're getting shot, but nothing will happen. So that's just an example of how Ricochet will have that instant detection and automatically start initiating these little measures and activities that you wouldn't see otherwise unless the person was cheating or, in this case, reverse boosting. So I know you guys are like, wait a second, right? Why don't they just tone down or remove skill-based matchmaking so they don't have to even do this? And that's a good point, but as Ralph also points out in his article, I think Activision has the data in front of them to say, look, skill-based matchmaking is really helping out our casual player base. It's improving player retention somehow, even if all of us don't want to believe it, so it's not going anywhere. But they are interested in at least somehow improving the system in the future to where it feels like it's fair for everybody, but at the same time, it seems like if this does come into fruition, it'll essentially kill multiplayer channels or people out there that just want to keep reverse boosting to get bot lobbies. I know I never do that. I'm not a fan of that at all. I've never done it, but people out there that want to do that, this will probably jeopardize their ability to do so. Now, the article also mentions disbanding lobbies is a feature that's here to stay. I absolutely despise that feature. I think it's silly how back in the day, and again, I sound like a boomer here, but back in the day with Call of Duty multiplayer, let's say you won or lost against a certain team, you'd have the option to play that same team again, unless they backed out, of course, and it would be cool to do a rematch, to build up a rivalry, to even meet new friends by doing stuff like that, and then building long-term relationships with people online in COD multiplayer. That's what it was all about, and now it's like there's just no point of being in game chat, no point in trying to even connect with anybody in your game, because after a match, they're gone. Yeah, you can go on recent players and try to find them, but even then, it's just a silly feature. I mean, even if you get a lobby that you do really like, you're like, wow, this is a pretty easy lobby, or wow, I'm having fun in this one, I could actually dominate, drop a nuke, you'll never get that lobby again. Once that game is over, or if you leave or disconnect, that's it. I mean, you're starting from square one again, searching for a game, so I've never been a fan of that at all, and apparently that's also here to stay with Modern Warfare 2. Not sure what data Activision could have that says that, yeah, this is a good thing, but I guess it comes down to the cliche answer, which is, oh yeah, we want to eliminate pub stomping so that more casuals stay inclined to play the game. Therefore, if they play longer, might be interested in spending some money on bundles and microtransactions. So let's make sure they get a fresh lobby every time they play. Now, the Ghost of Hope gaming scooper then went ahead and reported on the upcoming game modes that are expected on launch for Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. We have Core, Hardcore, Realism, Combat Pacing with Tactical and Blitz only, no more Assault, it also got removed from Vanguard, as you know, Ground War, and then Gunfight. So here's the thing, right? Those modes are to be expected, and then within Core and Hardcore, you'll have TDM, Free-for-all, Domination, the usual, hopefully some new modes as well on day one. They've had plenty of time to make this game, no excuse not to have some actual new original modes, instead of introducing the basics on day one and then having to wait 6 seasons for a bunch of other modes that we also already saw late in other Call of Duty's life cycles. Let's get all the usual modes day one that everybody wants. There should be enough players to go around for all those modes, and then introduce actual new experiences every single season after that. Cold War did a good job of doing that as well, right? Every season we almost had a brand new game mode altogether we never saw before in COD multiplayer, and there were some returning ones, sure, but they made sure that they introduced actual new experiences for multiplayer people. Now, the Ghost of Hope also said pretty sure that 10v10 will not be a thing because of Blitz combat pacing, so thank God they don't need to put resources towards that. I'm sure we'll have the basic game modes at launch, so maybe a few more that shouldn't be drip fed. didn't list them because we don't have that list yet. And yeah, obviously, but with Ground War, I'm also like, I wasn't really a fan of that in Modern Warfare 2019. Did not like it at all during the beta or when the game actually came out. I think Fireteam is my favorite iteration of like this bigger, small scale battle royale or Ground War type objective mode that features 20, 30, 40 players. I just love the mode, and you've seen it plenty of times in the background of a lot of my videos in the past year. But I also like what Vanguard went with a little bit with the arms race Ground War type mode. It was interesting and unique. Not really a fan of Vanguard altogether, so that's why I don't really play it. But if MW Ground War could really improve with this sequel, then I'll definitely give it a shot as well. Hopefully it's good. There's also a really cool new feature that I'm sure you guys are definitely interested in. I know I really am, and it was first reported by, I believe this was Tom Henderson, who's claiming that in Warzone 2, we'll end up having an interrogation-like feature that upon doing it, I believe the way you do it is you just try to do a normal finisher on the enemy, and then you'll get a prompt to interrogate them, and then after the finishing move ends, it'll actually reveal all of that person's teammates on your minimap. It's like you're interrogating them for the locations of their friends. Such a cool and innovative feature that I think would work perfectly over in Warzone. I'm not sure if that would ever really work in multiplayer, where if you try to finish somebody with an execution and it'll like give you a mini UAV for a second or so, that would be cool as well. But this is something that I think could change the game a lot and would encourage people to do finishing moves a lot more often than usual. And this is what I mean with Infinity Ward, Raven having so much time to have worked on Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2. They'll have ironed out all of the basic features you would expect day one. They would have ironed out the things that you would think are being improved upon compared to the first Modern Warfare, to the point where they also have plenty of time to incorporate cool features like this, which I'm really excited about. There's gonna be so much to experiment with, so much to make content on, and so much to play around with live on stream with all of you guys out there. Now, this is also interesting. In a recent interview with the Washington Post, Jeff Keighley declines to say whether Activision Blizzard games will be present in Summer Games Fest stream, saying he won't comment either way. Gaming insider Jeff Grubb already essentially confirmed that we're getting Activision at Summer Games Fest with some reveals, and we do have a major Call of Duty event also happening the same week. Lining all of that up with the report from Tom Henderson, the Ghost of Hope, and even Ralph's Valve that June 8th is the full global reveal trailer on its own 2 feet, but then during Summer Games Fest on June 9th, we're also going to be getting actual gameplay of one of the campaign missions. And if that's being encouraged to be viewed in an IMAX experience, you can bet that Infinity Ward, Activision, they're confident in this footage, and they're going to want to make sure the largest audience possible watches it. And where's that going to be? Summer Games Fest. So I think right now Jeff Keighley is trying his best not to really reveal this, trying to beat around the bush so that people don't get canceled, so that people out there don't get put under fire. They rather have the negative press come out about them supporting Activision after the reveal happens, since most people out there will probably be distracted with the cool, flashy gameplay of Call of Duty. But if they reveal that information now, people out there will be like, oh my god, how dare you support Activision? How dare you support this and support that? But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the brand new information regarding Modern Warfare 2? How are you feeling about the changes coming to skill-based matchmaking and essentially Ricochet? And also, what are your thoughts on some really cool features coming to Warzone 2? I really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.